we know these people have been brought into our communities to push us out. And a lot of them, there are arguments on to what extent biologically they are Spanish, of the people who went into their communities that they claim that were conquered, but we know they for sure bring that pathology and culture of their conquerors now into our communities. That same hatred the Spanish took into their communities to wipe them out, and then over years to whiting their races, which is why a lot of them don't get why they look the way they look. But they are now in our communities with that same invasive pathology and practice. And I hear a lot of folks saying, what happens on these communities on these different sides of the freeway, but the reality is right here in fucking South Central, Inglewood and other areas, Compton, Watts, that was primarily us. Those areas, blacks are experiencing a lot of conflict, tension, and even murder right here. So that is what a lot of brothers have really been looking at as Brandy raised up an issue that I spoke on several times. Gotta step out the sun because that shit just started baking. But as our sister with the warrior spirit speaks very aggressively, doesn't hold back, we know she can trigger shit within people that could potentially lead to responses. And I will say this, that fucking with any one of our people at this point, ICE will not be their primary fucking problem. Like I was saying, when it comes to family, when there's a love bond there, fuck consequences. Just like our great brother Malcolm pointed out, what led to a lot of our people fighting their way towards liberation. When you fuck with somebody's loved one, I remember it was a sister in Inglewood, little small sister, for years when we was younger, all the way through teenagers, only into her early 20s. She was just very meek and quiet and didn't say shit. Then she finally had some kids, and her kids got to the age of where they were walking to school, and I don't know what the fuck happened. One day I see this little bitty sister out there fighting motherfuckers who had did something to dudes who had did something to her children. And that's what I'm saying. When you fuck with people's loved ones, you're gonna catch the wrath of God. So just to say to a lot of folks who kept sending me videos, I know some of you were just trying to make sure that I was aware of what was happening, but that's my sister, y'all. Every day we communicate. Again, I thank y'all for that, but don't ever think I'm not aware. Again, our coalition, all the different things we've been dealing with, is prioritizing, is looking, and like I said, other brothers who know and love Brandy reaching out to me, communicating, and some brothers also reaching out because they felt the way it was handled wasn't necessarily the best way, and some brothers just aren't really with this social media shit, putting shit out there, and feel that we need to just really figure out what to do and then do it without necessarily communicating, and I understand that too. But she did, like I said, raise up an issue that prior to those ICE raids a year ago, last summer was looking like it was going to get to a war zone between us. And reason why I don't just say Latinos, because I'm saying it's not just them. Just like right now, how folks are sanctioning the Asian communities. Pointed out a little over a year and a half ago, the situation with the Persians in Beverly Hills. Arabs. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at multiple different entities that have been forced upon us that tensions are very high with. And, coming out of ego and just logically, analytically looking at all of this is figuring out how best to move. And when we know we have puppet masters behind all of this shit who have designed this intentionally to get rid of us, we know triggering us to act is another part of trap. Just like I was saying with that Daffy Duck ass nigga they sent during the campaign, trying to trigger us into a fight so then we could either be arrested or they could further disrupt our campaign. I learned that shit way back at UCLA. White boys will take an ass whooping just so they could call the police and have your ass removed. So knowing that, again, is strategically knowing how to deal with that, because we know now, damn near, anytime it's a situation between us and any other people, we know the police, sheriffs, whoever's coming, and it's them. Most of the police and sheriffs throughout LA County right now are Latinos. And we all already have a number of examples where blacks were violated and how they responded. Then the police came and the blacks were held accountable. Even, like I keep saying, one of our sisters that's in the village every day, living out of her car, shared, you know, over about a year, she had 3 different incidents. And she's about 10 years my senior. I'm 55, so this elder sister is in her 60s. 3 different times she went to her car and found, each time it was one Latino man, 3 times, 3 different Latino men, stealing her shit out her car. First 2 times, she's a meek woman, another meek sister, but she's fire. She's also an oil spirit like our sister BRANDI. First 2 times, she pulls out a fucking knife. Police come, arrest her, let the motherfucker walk off with her shit. The first 2 times. The last time, she said she figured, since a knife was considered so fucking dangerous, she picked up a motherfucking rock. Police came and arrested her again. And this is what, especially we as men, are looking at when we respond to the bullshit. Just like our brother Carmelo Anthony. Everything we just saw happen with our brothers in these other states is the same shit we're fucking dealing with right here in LA. Primarily against the Latino community, but with numerous others. You know, a lot of times folks say the conflicts with Latinos basically in prisons or in gangs or in the schools with the young people. No. It's on all the fucking jobs, whether it be construction, those so-called good government, like when Trump was saying they taking black jobs, and all these sold out ass boule Negro Democrats was like, oh, what do you mean? All them fucking government jobs we had. Sister just recently shared with me that a number of the city jobs was lost when Vila Ragosa was mayor. County, corporate, retail. Damn near everywhere you go now, we have been fucking replaced. So, saying all that to say, BRANDI raised up what a lot of folks are talking about every motherfucking day.